Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey and Paul Bennett here on, Saturday, January 30th, 1942 Eastern Time here. And my little
Quarter-9.
straightening up my collar and all this stuff, and it was like, I was sort of like this. I was sort of like this before we went. I was sort of like, I thought, wait a minute. I can't go on camera like this. I got thinking, well, shit. I recently did a video where I used twine to tie a desecrated Christmas card to my nipple rings. So why am I being shy about how I look? Oh, Paul's crushing one of these beetles. Good for him.
They're fucking annoying.
No, they're more than annoying. We've been beset by these little tiny beetles. We've talked about that before. I've talked about it before. Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Come on, here, man. No, what?
I don't want them to walk across the floor.
Well, kill them if they're walking across the floor. Good. Death from above. I don't want this stuff walking around in the house. I had a point. We had a point. I had a point. Well, I had a point, but I'm hoping you're kind of maybe sharing. Oh, no. We were talking about, I was talking about the sort of the history of treatment of narcotics addiction. Here, let's see. I want to try to get this here. How do I get this here? So it's like here.
Right.
Narcotics and alcohol addiction. So move your finger whichever way you want to go. But the fact of the matter is, and William Osler and William Halstead can attest to this, is that if you are addicted to alcohol, the way to treat alcohol addiction is by giving you narcotics. And if you are addicted to narcotics, the way to treat that is to give you alcohol. And in the late 19th century, that was indeed the standard accepted treatment, and it was that was the standard accepted treatment well up until about somewhat past the Food and Drug Act of 1912. The fact of the matter is it works. Because very few people who are really raging drunks, they don't have anything to do with narcotics. And people that, immediately we're talking about extremes here. And the people that are really raging narcotic addicts, they don't drink. Because it takes so much time to drink. Yeah. So it's one of those things that, in Lebanon, Ohio, where I grew up, in the 1870s and 1880s, they had an institute. I love that word, an institute. And they had the actually this one was dedicated to the narcotics people. The narcotics people would come in and they'd get them off narcotics and addicted to alcohol and then send them on their way. Well, I don't know if they got them actually addicted to alcohol, but they would treat them alcohol and send them on their way. I assume they may have ended up later on in a place that maybe they just bounced back and forth. Boom, boom. They went to a place that treated people that used narcotics, and then they got them.
Then you had to get a dry out tank.
Well, no, well, yes, there's drying them, but see, you don't have to actually go through the full dry. See, the full dry out process is if you just stop cold. You never do that. If you're humane in terms of treating people, you never just stop this stuff cold. You taper it down. Well, it's like when you've been stopping smoking.
Right.
Now, how many are you having now? 2 a day, 3 a day?
Yeah. Somewhere in there.
Okay. See, this is a man who smoked 2 packs a day. So he's down. He says he didn't, but he did. But you've got you're down now to like 2 or 3 a day, 4 a day.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're using the patches, right?
Right.
See, it does work. And he tried this, 3 years ago, and it worked. And he's a lot farther along this time, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, last time I just quit cold turkey.
Yeah, well, sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. I've known a number of people who've done that. But I'm just saying, but you did try the patches before, didn't you?
Well, I bought it, but I never used it.
I thought you'd use it. Okay, so you just tried it cold.
Bought it, yeah.
Well, what do you think about this experience this time?
It does make like kind of boring. Like I don't need it. Like why the fuck am I doing this?
I guess I don't understand what you mean by boring, and I think a lot of people wouldn't understand that. Well, what's boring?
I'm waiting.
Are you talking about the great show in your head is slowed down, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can identify with that. I can identify with that. I mean, I was
like, why am I out here freezing my ass off?
I love the big show in my head.
Why am I out here, in the rain?
I've said this before, but it's worth telling again. Breakfast of Champions, one of my favorite novels from Kurt Vonnegut. This guy has these great mirrors. I want to get some of these mirrored sunglasses.
You've always wanted.
Oh, of course, I've always wanted those things. Yeah, and he, this character comes in, and he sits in this cafe in the morning, and there's like these little candles in these little bowls and shit, on the table. And the waitress comes over. He's the only one in the restaurant, and he sits over by the window. I mean, before that had happened, he'd been followed down the street by a black limousine that, as Kurt Vonnegut put in his narration, was burbling behind him. And so the waitress comes over and says, what do you want? He says, I don't know. The big show's inside my head. And I had always thought that long before I read that phrase. And I thought, Kurt Vonnegut's stolen that phrase from me. Well, obviously he didn't. I mean, I'm sure that phrase has occurred to hundreds of...
Oh, so you come up with it.
Hundreds of young men in the Midwest, in the United States, or around the world for that matter.
Give me a minute. Shows in my head.
It's big shows in my head.
From the night before.
But it's always useful to sort of keep an eye cast behind you. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, mine's back.
Well,
Yeah.
Let's see. We were going to tell a story. I was going to tell a story.
We're talking how we can Or you're not. Drink for a week or so.
Well,
No problem.
what? Well, I hope not anytime soon.
No, but we have.
Well, yeah, we have. Of course, we have.
Yeah.
Well, again, I hope not. Nor do I. But if that happens, I don't want somebody to come in and inject me with heroin.
No.
Well, no. No. There are other ways. That is true. No. 6'10", 6'11" thugs. At ease, troopers. Well, what giant? What giants are giants?
Giant
Well, no, they're giants. It's like in Genesis 6, when giants stalk the earth, and if you read 1 Enoch, the pseudepigrapha book, 1 Enoch, the giants, the Nephilim, 12. They were saying they were 12 feet high. Now these people were 12 feet high. They were damn near 7 feet high. I'll tell you that right now. They both of them had to duck through the doorway.
Yeah, and then there's a light fixture.
And then the light fixture. They were very humorless too. They could not make it. They wouldn't. They didn't
crack a smile.
They didn't crack a smile. They wouldn't make a joke with you. I basically exchanged 4 constructive sentences with them. I said, "What do you want me to do?" As well, fill this form out. I said, "Okay." I said, "That's it." He said, "Yeah, we'll go away. We won't bother you again." Okay. That's the federal government, guys. That's how you interact with the federal government.
Yeah. It was so.
And they didn't even take what they came for.
No, they just
No. They came for what they came for only had about 20 seeds leaves left in it. Well, and then they thought something else would come, but it hadn't come because they knew damn well that the company had. Turns out I hadn't used any of that. I haven't used any of that stuff since I ordered it. So, but you got to be careful. I mean, there was a time there where I was really having a lot of pain. I haven't had a lot of pain for a while, so I haven't used any of that shit. See, I mean, I think there's a tendency to think that if somebody uses pain medicine, they think, oh, they're just using it for the hell of it. No. I mean, I use it when I'm in pain. I haven't been in pain that much, so I haven't been using it much. And I think the problem is they think 80% of people who use pain medicine are addicted. No, they're not. Maybe 10% might be. Yeah, there's a lot of irrational thinking. It's sort of like the whole thing about sex and where people it's sort of a lot of things about where people put their dicks. Just because somebody puts their dick somewhere doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be putting their dick somewhere. Don't make a law about it. I still think Roll Rogers had the best idea. I mean, when Congress makes a law, it's a joke, and when Congress makes a joke, it's a law. Well, within less than a year, we're going to be shit at this dude that's president. Unfortunately, we might be saddled with
No.
well, you know, he at least isn't going to be incompetent as far as you know, expressing himself. I think this Obama guy was amazing. He had some amazingly introverted, you know, not introverted, but involuted psychological stuff. I mean, plus I don't like the guy and I don't like his policies. Uh, in a way, though, I prefer him to this Hillary dude. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, and I say Hillary dude, and yeah, because she basically thinks she's a dude, you know. She acts like she's a dude. That's probably better than her acting like she's. Well, can you imagine her acting like a woman? Fuck. You wouldn't want that gash coming at you at night, would you? No wonder Bill, you know, fled the kingdom.
Oh, he's going to move into the White House before.
No. There's going to be an Article 5 convention before all that shit happens. So I think, you know, we may be, which could be either good or really, really horrible. We'll end up like something like Saudi Arabia. They'll be beheading people down there in. They'll be hitting people down there on the mall, and at least that's a humane way rather than that sort of like they do over there in ISIS land.
Short, dull lines. Yeah.
So now you work tomorrow?
Yes. And then I'm supposed to be home Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday. Well, that's sort of like last week.
Right.
Now, and I've got to go. Well, I'm not going to go to church because I can't listen to this. I can't listen to this.
You have a meeting.
Well, I've got to go to this thing, but I'm not going to go to the churches. I can't listen to this guy. 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 But they say, can I stay after the meeting and regular meeting and help tear down the tables and stuff? I said, yeah, of course. But meanwhile, I've had some cell phone fun coming in. Now, I want to tell you, I won't tell you the last name on this, but I will tell you that a woman from church called me and she said that her granddaughter. Well, now her granddaughter can't help how she was named. Well, no, her granddaughter can't help how she was named. Her parents named her. But her parents named her capital K A N D I. Kendai. Well, it seems that Kendai, and I won't tell you her last name, has had some early contractions and is still a breech presentation. All right. So they haven't been able to do an external version on this. They're going to keep trying. It's she's 2 weeks before her due date.
Oh,
So, I mean, she could be delivered, she could deliver now and the baby would be okay. But, you know.
or to just be a practice run.
No, it's not a practice run. I mean, no, so it's, in 2 weeks this woman's going to have a child, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have Dee Dee as the great grandmother. By the way, the closed captioning on Dee Dee's phone is working a lot faster because she could keep up with me when I was muttering. Yeah, Dee Dee's deaf as a post. She can't hear shit. She called me.
And on the cell.
Yeah, and on a cell phone. And so as it turned out, I could sort of talk rapidly, and she was being able to read stuff. So that's improved markedly in the last 2 years. Certainly in the last year. Anyway, so if they can't do an external version, they're just gonna C-section. I was Carter. Oh, Carter was C-section, but was that because of he was persistent breach?
Right.
He was persistent breach.
He was standing up.
Well, I mean, so my grandson was persistent breach, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
He was sitting down on head.
Well, I mean, you go by it's butt down, head up. It's you go by whether the head or the butt is coming out first.
Yeah.
So he was persistent breach.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's not all that unusual.
But they prefer the head first.
Well, they prefer their head first because that's the biggest part of the kid.
Right. Unless
you've got one of these big ass people that you see at Walmart that are riding around on the chair. Can you see one of those boys or women or individuals coming out of the birth canal on that one? This big sort of.
The ones take up half the aisle.
Oh, of course, and and they make it hard, they make it easy to take up half the aisle because they go down right in the middle of the damn aisle.
Right.
And you don't have a lot of family attendants. They're sort of like what do they call those? What do they call those birds that peck? Peck. It's some sort of like African nature movie. Where they're all tending them.
Yeah. Flea peckers, like.
Well, hell yeah, they better hope they're flea pickers. Given that crowd.
I mean, come on. Why took up the whole fucking line?
Because they're just fucking, inconsiderate, heedless. Name your favorite American adjective about people's attitudes over here, guys in the
even
UK.
If they stop to look for, whatever they're looking for, it's not like they all go to that side of the aisle to look for it and get it. No, one does. And the rest just stand there in the line and barricade the aisle.
Or they wander off. They go into the random number generator thing where they sort of wander off and they go off and go.
Yeah, you just, get the piss out of the road.
I'm going to tell you right now, before I started this thing tonight, I was so fucking pissed off at him. But I'm not anymore. Isn't that always the case with somebody you care about? I'm going to say that again. I was so pissed off. And then I got so out here so curious. What you do? Anything else you want to add, Paul?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
I put him on the spot.
I'll probably think of something as soon as we turn on.
Well, that's okay. Well, that's okay. We're gonna keep these people occupied for a while. Bye bye, YouTubers.